This is
What happened here in Barlonyo?
Yeah, this is Barlonyo, where this side there were camps. There were camps. This ends. All this which you are seeing, this has been built after the war. Yeah. So actually barracks was here. This one which you are seeing in between. Yeah, this is for the commander of the UPDF. Yeah, and the wife. So that is why for them, as you can see, their memorial is different from this other one. Then this other one here, they're the community which were killed from this very camp. So
how were they killed? Because there were a lot of people killed in one day.
Yeah, some of them were burnt in the grass-thatched houses. Some of them were killed using panga. Some of them were even just they used these big sticks and the rest of those weapons on them. So they were killed in this camp, and they collected their remains. That is when they put them down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many people are buried here?
No, I could not remember that one well, but the numbers are that. Yeah. So I could not let you see.
So where we cannot see it.
Yeah.
Maybe
this big one can tell us. Okay. You are dear mobile talk, aren't you? 301.
301.
Yeah. For him, is a member of this village. Yeah. He's the security of this place.
And how did you go on after such a horrible day?
So as I told you at the beginning, this place was for soldiers, yeah, where they do the communication for this other barracks. So they counted these people who were buried here from the camp. When they were picking them from the camp, bringing them this side, so that is how they counted the number of people who were killed. Yeah.
And in which year was it? Was it 24?
Yeah, it was 2004. And on the
21st of February?
Yeah.
That's why it's prayer day. Yeah. And how did you continue with life after such huge killings?
Come back when? By then, no one could stay around here because the life was really very hard. Some of them ran to a nearby camps, a nearby town called Aler. Some of them are going. Other parts in Barapo, which is behind town the other side. So here people couldn't stay by then. Most of them they were staying in the camp, and they returned back here when they were told by government now to come back when the war was not there now.
Which year did they return?
People started returning back. Most of the people came back in 2010, but they started coming back in around 2009, 2008, around there. But most of the people came back in 2010.
Yeah. So all these buildings that we see here are quite new because they started building after 2010.
Yes. Yeah.
So are there any old buildings from the time of the war left? Or is everything burned?
All of them they were burned. All these were constructed after the war. Except that one.
The red one?
The red one was there by then, and most of the people were killed in that house.
Most of the people were killed in that house.
Yeah, and by now they have just done the renovation.
Yes, I can see because it's looking pretty new.
Yeah, they have done the renovation. Yeah. Only that, but all these other ones constructed after the war. Yeah.
So everybody here was affected by war, either by losing their property, losing their relatives, or have been mutilized themselves.
Pola jotan wargu neho nyoni ginang nyo ko kero nyo bugi nyo purugi pola jokan tiame
Te mer ko matai lungi na jo ta kana be tan ba ten tiya ta
Yeah, most of these people who are killed, it has affected almost every people who are here. And here, as you can see, the way he's telling me, there are a lot of orphans here, there are a lot of widows, yeah, because their husbands and maybe the wives were killed, so there are a lot of orphans here and the widows as well.
And how can they survive, the orphans and the widows?
You're not quarreling. Most of them, they're just struggling with life like that. They survive through digging.
And growing crops.
Yeah. Most of the orphans, they're not going to school. They're here at home because they cannot afford to get money for their school fees.
They cannot pay their school fees.
They cannot.
And did the people from this village had any counseling?
None of them are
None of them. So, because we have speak to so many former abductees and people who were affected by war, and most of them suffer from nightmares still. How do you cope with that? Because if nobody has had any counseling here, then there must be a lot of suffering here nowadays.
Kita me pedang jo lo keru lo ke kwechu gini be lo ke jo ma do pol bare lo ke jo ma do pol bi be ko be gini le ko karai e lo man ko me giro te me ke kan do ro un ko be ro ni te jo ma do ro ko gini le ko ta
ko makare kana e ti jo kana me no war ki to
the nightmares also it do happen here because most of these people who are killed here sometimes they come at night. Some of them, since here was a camp, they only stay here. Some of them when they're dreaming at night, they're always saying, "You take me home. Why have you buried me in a wrong place? You're supposed to take me home. Why are you leaving me here?"
So the people, you were saying that the people that are buried here,
yes,
they come out at night to ask for a proper burial.
Exactly. Yeah.
And do they disturb the people in their sleep?
Gin lo ke jone chame nu jone na then yo me fa yo lo ke jina da chame ne na no, for them they only come as a dream, but people who are here there's no communication. Yeah, they cannot.
So also here there's a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And is there any help for this village?
Your coño me me pi area kan.
Nothing. Not one NGO or.
NGO mo ke ken yung ngado kan me coño kan kan. None of them.
None of them.
No.
What about War Child?
War Child. They are not here.
They're not here.
Those who invented this one here, they are called Uganda Museum. Yeah.
So it's just a forgotten place by the NGOs.
Yeah, neither can do because NGOs been and we know why. Most of them they come here and they forgot about it. Most of the NGOs have been coming here, many of them. They say we're coming back, but none of them has come.
So when was the last time there were some NGOs?
I don't know if you can do it. It was this NGO called INET, which they organized for the prayer which has held here this year when they were doing the memorial.
Okay, so they took care of the praying.
Yeah.
And when did the NGOs left this place?
For the NGOs, well, For him, he cannot remember exactly the year, but they have been coming. It have been like that. They come and when they go back, they don't come back.
So like us.
They back in.
Yeah, I feel so sorry about that.
So, they don't wrong you. I don't hear them talking about them.
Orang gì mà ra vậy tụ phim mà đoàn gì cái tụ giáp trên anh trên
Yeah, I was trying to request if possible we enter so that you can see the writing from there. But it's telling me the community here, since they're keeping this place, they have put some fee to enter there. So, yeah.
So it's okay. Thank you. Thank you for your